Is JPIB a good investment? This is the JPMorgan International Bond Opportunities ETF. This ETF is designed to deliver total return from a portfolio that is diversified across international bond markets. It also dynamically shifts sector and duration exposure in response to changing market conditions. It was incepted back in 2017. There are currently $1.17 billion in assets under management. This ETF has an expense ratio of 0.5%. You can currently buy a share for around $49. The average daily volume is almost 200,000 shares. The beta is 0.64, and the portfolio turnover rate is 38%. You're going to own bonds from the United Kingdom, France, Canada, Germany, Italy, Mexico, the Netherlands, Spain, Brazil, Luxembourg, Ireland, and Indonesia, and there's many more. The trailing 12-month yield is 4.49%, and the effective maturity of these bonds is 7.5 years. Now we're going to build a 60-40 portfolio with this investment, and we're going to use Invest USA to help us do this. This app is available for iPhone and iPad. So to build the fixed income, the 40% of our portfolio, we're going to use 7% JPIB for international bonds, 10% VCIT for intermediate corporate bonds, 7% in IEF, these are 7 to 10 year treasury bonds, 12% in IAUM, this is a gold bullion fund, and 4% in USFR, this is a floating rate treasury fund. And for the equities, we're going to use 10% in VWO for our emerging markets, 12% in DFIV for our international value, 12% in VGT for our tech, 12% in XMMO for a mid cap, and 14% QQQM for US large cap. So we're going to use Portfolio Visualizer to perform a backtest, and we can see back to January of 2022. This 60-40 portfolio has a compound annual growth rate of 9.71, which is very close to SPY's performance, which is an all-equity fund. This portfolio has a better Sharpe ratio than the S&P 500, and now you have the knowledge to leave your financial advisor. Invest USA. Download it.